Husk, Book 1 of the Meru Initiative, written by Nathaniel Eliason, narrated by Knox. For Cosette, Sutton, Kaya, and Arden. The World of Meru. If you want to dive deeper into the world of Meru, be sure to visit meruinitiative.com to learn more about the characters in the story, see illustrations of the locations and technology, and find updates on when the next books and novellas in the series are being released. Chapter 1. If I die the day before I become immortal, I'm going to feel like an idiot. Normally, I'd send a drone to do this work, safely controlling it from the ground. But the risk of death is one of the only feelings you can't experience in Meru, and I thought it would be fun to drink it in one last time before I leave my body behind. Now, with each gust of wind, I'm regretting it. "Isaac, you good up there?" Luke's question knocks me out of my daze. I carefully tilt my head to look down at him, and all I see is a bird's nest of blonde hair. I must be at least 100 feet off the ground, but even from up here, his shoulders look bony. "Yeah, sorry, this is high." "I told you. Need a bailout?" No, I got it." I take a deep breath to steel my nerves and ascend the last few steps of the tower, finally reaching the communication and camera array at the top. There's a layer of long rectangular antennas in a circle to give coverage in all directions, and a canopy of similarly oriented cameras above them. "How's it look?" Luke hollers as I hook my harness into the top of the tower. "Shitty." "Good one." There's a thick layer of bird poop on most of the antennas and obscuring a few of the cameras. I can see the remnants of the net that the last tech installed on the top, ripped apart over time by birds determined to create a perch here. I lean back on my harness and pull out my gloves, a scraper, and some cleaning solution to loosen the droppings, then start spraying and scraping, slowly revealing the tech hidden beneath. It's not glamorous work, but it's one of the most important jobs we can do. If we don't keep these towers functioning, we can't keep an eye on the wilderness, and our trucks can't connect to the network outside of home. The last thing we want is a group of scavs sneaking up on Epsilon unannounced. And they've already taken out a couple of these towers in the last few years. Bird poop is the best problem we can have. "Any improvement?" I ask Luke as I finish the first half of the antenna. "Looking better. Keep going." "Give me a moment." My arm is burning from prying off the tougher pieces, and it's making me appreciate how nice it is having a bot do this for me. As I sit back in my harness and shake the pain out, I realize I can see Epsilon in the distance. I can't make out the remains of the old town around it. The buildings have been reclaimed by nature and blend into the landscape. But the steel wall around the city is impossible to miss, and its taller buildings are peeking above the tree line. I can just make out the brick and steel Meru hub, where my transfer ceremony will be tomorrow. Assuming I don't fall off this tower. "Losing daylight, Isaac." I know. The second half of the antennae are easier to clean, maybe because I've gotten into the rhythm, and the cameras are thankfully free enough of debris to only require a quick wiping. Finally, I install a new bird net and make my way back toward the ground. "What's the signal strength now?" I ask as I hop off the bottom rung of the ladder, flinching as the heavier tools in my belt smack against my legs. "Something coming through now," he says, "but the strength is still reading low. Let me fuss with it a bit." He holds up his phone and walks back and forth around the base of the station, trying to find a signal. Supposedly, we used to be able to connect everywhere. Satellites relayed the Meru network anywhere in the world, and being out of range was never a concern. But they fell out of service decades ago, and we have no way to put new ones up. So these stations are the only...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?